Coexisting with Rob and Maggie contains explicit content and is intended for mature audiences, mainly because Maggie will drop F-bombs and I will make sexual innuendos or jokes. Also, Rob nor Maggie should be considered mature.
But Mommy, I don't want to go to school today. I want to stay home and bake cookies with you. That is from the 12-time Oscar award-winning film Space Jam and the character Daffy Duck. Yeah, so, yep. 12-time Oscar award-winning film Space Jam.
Every time.
Michael Jordan won the Best Actor. Bill Murray won Best Supporting Actor. Lola Bunny won Best Supporting Actress.
She's not supporting anyone. Lola Bunny was the main character in that movie.
Yeah, she was. I don't know. Wow. Happy 4-year anniversary, huh?
Happy anniversary!
Oh, man.
You can finally play that stupid video, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Happy anniversary!
We did it. We're like the 4 horsemen.
4!
Yeah.
4 years of coexisting. Thank you so much. Or, I mean, if it weren't for our wonderful, wonderful coexisting community, we would have been here. Also, Sean, thank you to Sean, who, for whatever reason, he said yes to this. So that's on him, right?
Yep. Yeah. He must have been mad at Jimmy that day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yes, thank you so much for our wonderful viewers. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for your wonderful support throughout the years. Rob and I have had a blast. Rob has said on numerous occasions that he can't wait for the show to start. I usually cannot wait to come home after work on Friday just so I can do the show, because I get to talk about the thing I love, which is wrestling. I also get to hang out with Rob, who I grew to absolutely fucking adore. And I got to chat with you people. Wonderful people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Rob, would you do you want me to say what first of all, let's hear your speech.
I'll give my line out.
Let's hear your speech about our 4-year anniversary, and then get your speech in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say 4 years, man. I can't really believe it. I was so proud after we made it 1 year, and then 2 years blew my mind. 3 years was absolutely crazy, and 4 years is just mind-boggling. That we made it. The average podcast, and I gave this number last year or the year before, it's not that long. They don't last that long. It's less than like 25 podcasts. Like that's the average. I mean, some of the most popular ones, obviously, they're popular because they've been around, but the average podcast does not last that long. And the fact that the longest time we've ever missed just happened last month. That was the longest hiatus we ever had. And it's just crazy. And some of you have been here from the beginning. Some of you have been here from the middle. And whether you came and you went, or you're just whatever. Just starting. We are so happy that you are here. Whether you've given us 1 minute of your time or 1,000 minutes, we are so grateful for you. And I'm speechless, really. I get to talk about this business for an hour and a half, if not longer sometimes. This business. And sometimes it's a business we love, And sometimes it's a business that we just don't understand, and sometimes it's one of those things that it's frustrating because we love it so much, but it's just one of those things because we love this business, and we're going to talk about the biggest thing about this show today is going to be somebody that's had such a big impact on this business, and we're going to talk about John Cena here in a little bit. But as I start every show, Maggie, I know you've had a busy week, so how you doing?
I did have a busy week. This was a really, really crazy week. I mean, it started off with, I told this story to Rob. This was the craziest thing. So an American came into to my bar on Monday.
I didn't even know they had Americans going to Bulgaria.
Yeah, I wish they didn't. So like after I spent my entire shift talking to this guy from England, he did not stop talking whatsoever. He talks throughout the entire night. It was, I mean, women keep saying that men don't talk. No, that dude did not shut up at all. So he just leaves the bar because I'm closing, and then in comes an American. He was from the Dominican Republic, but he was, United States citizen. So he was he's former military, and he's trying to get into to be a police officer. So what happened? Because like he started ordering Jack Daniels and Coke, and he gulped them up in 2 minutes. And I'm like, what's happening here? Like, are you okay? And he said, no, I'm not okay. And then he started telling me his life story. Turns out the dude married a Bulgarian woman and then went back to the States because the green card process is really long. So he decided to come back to Bulgaria to surprise her for Christmas, for the Christmas holidays, because that's a huge thing in Bulgaria. Turns out she greeted him with divorce papers. So
nothing says Merry Christmas like we're getting a divorce.
Sweetie, I want a divorce. And then turns out that this just happened, and I am the first person that he is talking to about it. So obviously this is a bummer for him. And I'm like, he's going to be dealing with this for the rest of his life. I'm going to sit down and hear him out because I can sacrifice a couple of hours from my night. I'm going to be good. He's not going to be good. I'm
Sorry.
going to be fine.
Sorry, say that again. What did you do?
Sit down and listen to him for like.
I think you said something else.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
I didn't say sacrifice, but like that's okay.
Yeah, I think you did say it.
No.
Mm-hmm. I think people in the comments will. Yeah.
Did I know?
Yeah.
Did I say it, or did you think
No,
about it?
Yeah. I think I heard
so
the
yes,
word.
I did make the sacrifice to stay for a lot longer than my working hours. So I work until 2. This guy left at 3:30 in the morning. He was sobbing. He was fucking crying like a faucet. And I just stood there and heard him. Like and at the end of our conversation, it was kind of one-sided because he was just talking. I felt really bad for him. I felt really, really bad for him. And then he started talking about because he was the provider in the marriage, and I'm like, okay, so what does that mean to you? What does a provider mean to you? And he said she always wanted to buy clothes and buy everything and this and this, and I always send her money so she can buy it. And I'm like, well, that's your first red flag, sweetie. That's your first red flag. And then he's like, no, I'm a provider. And then he was like, because women in the past had to go out and decided to have more rights, and because they could now work, it means that now it's a 2-income household, which means that the rent doubled. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel less bad about that guy.
Wow.
And then And but he's still hurt.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, but
yeah, I mean, it's an awful thing to have to experience. But then I was like, that's fine. But that was on Monday, and then on Wednesday I had the day off, which meant that I got to join the mass protest we had in our city against the government. Because there have been mass protests for like a couple of weeks now in my country. And the last protest, I was working the night shift, so this meant that I couldn't, join. So what happened that I joined the protest, and turns out there were 50,000 people of us protesting in Plovdiv, in my city. And then I learned that over 100,000 people protested in our capital. And this was the biggest protest in recent years for Bulgaria. And turns out we won. We brought the government down. They resigned. I cried for like an hour. I'm still shocked. Kind of part of me still feels like this is a sort of swerve, and bad things are about to happen. But we've learned to celebrate small victories here. And now the hardest part is about to happen, which means there's going to be an election. And we have to get up off our asses and actually go vote. Because I've told this to Rob, I don't know if I've shared this on the air. Bulgaria has a voting problem. Less than 30% of Bulgarian citizens vote. And that is that's a crazy, huge ass problem. And that's the reason why we've been so down in the gutter, because if we go out and vote, maybe things will be different. But now we get to vote for a different parliament. Hopefully, I'll keep you guys posted. I know this isn't a political show, but for the past 36 years, and I'm 36 years old, we've been down the gutter. And now this feels like a new beginning, and we have a chance to make things, upward from here. But Wednesday was supposed to be my first day off. Man, what a day off it was. I made 25,000 steps, and my feet hurt a lot. And on Thursday, they felt like pancakes. They just felt like fucking pancakes. But this is a wrestling show. I'm so sorry that you heard us rambling on for like fucking 30 minutes. I promise we're about to talk about wrestling and still celebrate our 4-year anniversary. Thank you so much for joining us today. You can do the easiest thing in which you can support us, and that is to leave a like on the video. Please hit the thumbs up. This is the most direct way and also free way in which you can support us. Other than that, if you would like to make a donation, to talk about any of your favorite John Cena moments, your favorite John Cena feuds, his best matches, or his worst. If you're not a John Cena fan, you're allowed to have an opinion here, even if it's wrong. You can share that with a super chat. Is the bottom of the YouTube live chat, the little $. If you're watching on any other platform, Twitch or Facebook or X, you can send a humper chat at humperchats.com. It makes us keep a little bit more of the proceeds. So we always, make people do that. Please subscribe to Fightful Select, the easiest $5.99 you're ever going to spend on wrestling. Guys, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the Fightful Awards, not Christmas. Christmas can suck it. It's the Fightful Awards. So if you would like to actually, help us with that, you can sponsor us. Either contact Sean, Kate, or the Fightful account on X if you want to make things happen. Or if you're a Fightful Select subscriber already, the voting is open. You can vote now. Please vote. I love that that the options are open. You don't need to choose from any previously choose options. You can put in whatever you want. That is that's what makes it wonderful. But let's go ahead and do a couple of super chats that we have. Thank you so much, Rob.
Our good friend Ryan Sullivan says, it's you, or I think he says it's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Yep. Quad City DJs, I believe. Easy for me to say. Our good friend D-Lo Diggs says 4 years, time flies. With the cue the sacrifice clip. Love y'all. Oh, I'll definitely cue it up again. Don't you worry, my friend.
Yeah,
Appreciate
but
you.
like, listen, let's celebrate Corey's birthday in advance, and you can play TK's video where he loses his voice at the end, talking about.
Oh, I don't know if they have that in here anymore.
Oh, bummer!
Yeah, I don't see it.
It was the funniest thing TK's ever done.
What was the name of that?
I don't know, but it was really, really funny.
Yeah, I don't.
Damn it to fucking anyone who erased that video.
And it wasn't me for once, so.
Yeah, it wasn't, or Kate.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, we got one of my favorite ones still in here, other than Sacrifice, but I'm not going to play that one yet. But yeah, I don't see it. Anyways,
damn it.
Let's get. Yeah, but well, he paid the super chat, so let's give the man what he wants.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
There you
Thanks, sir.
go. Shout out to my nephew who enjoys those immensely.
Yeah. Our third super chat. Thank you from a good friend from Bleacher Report, Doc Chris Mueller. He says, "Happy show anniversary, Rob and Maggie." Thank you, my friend.
Thank you for joining us anytime that you can. You're always making this show so much more wonderful than it already is. Thank you.
Corey's birthday. Well, happy birthday, my friend. He turns 21 today.
Yes, 21.
21.
It's this is the early birthday present. It's still not his birthday, but it's soon to be.
Okay, gotcha. Anyways, Maggie, there's this guy named John Cena. He's wrestled for over 20 years now, over 25 years, right at 25 years. I looked at his body slam. I looked at his cage match record, and it said he started in 1999. But yeah, either way, he's been wrestling over 25 years now. But the thing is he's retiring tomorrow night from the ring. He's made it sure that we would see him on WWE TV, before. Like we're not just, he's not going like cold turkey, like bye-bye, everyone. He'll be back eventually. Not in the ring, though, he says. He's been adamant about that. He's not going to do a Shawn Michaels. I believe it when I see it when it comes to this stuff, but I tend to believe him. Anyways.
Really? Do you believe him?
I do.
I don't.
No.
I don't
even that's fine.
Slightly believe him.
Well, and that's fine. In a way, I hope I'm wrong, by all means. I do. I like John Cena. And, I mean, that's what our major focus of this show is going to be today is John Cena. And anyways, it's the end of an era, I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. I mean, you think about everything. I mean, he's been the face of wrestling for the past 25 years. Yeah, it's. I mean, the main face. Like what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I realize that, but this is something that I talked about with SP3 just before our show. All this does is make me feel incredibly old, because when you say, well, he's been the face of wrestling for 25 years, and I'm like, fucking 25 years, which means that I'm older than 25 years. Oh, right, I'm 36. And then you're just...
Yeah. Yeah, so it's crazy that it's here. It's been I mean, we know it's something that's been coming, like we know it's like Veer. It's been coming, like Veer's coming, John Cena's coming. And the fact that it's here, I'm kind of sad about it in a way, because I enjoy the guy. I used to, when he started, I did not like him. I just didn't. I'm like, I don't get this guy, blah blah blah. Like, I think he's full of it. And then I went to it was Judgment Day 2005 at the Target Center,
Okay.
and
What was the main event?
it was an I Quit match between him and JBL, and
Oh,
the match was awesome. And I
okay.
think mainly I started liking the guy because he made JBL bleed pretty bad. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, that's always gonna make you love someone.
But that's what, like, that, after watching that match and seeing the crowd reaction, being there live for it, that's when I'm like, okay, this guy's the real effing deal. He really is. And that's when I got on the Cena train, as you would say. Like, I was like, okay, this guy's for real. So I that's when I started liking the guy. Like, it was about 2005, and the fact that he was the face of the place, it's there was a period of time where it's like his act was getting real dull, and then a guy named AJ Styles came in, and that helped me. Like that helped my fandom of Cena like even more, because I liked AJ so much, but I liked how John Cena worked with him. It was refreshing to see something different out of Cena for me, and I started appreciating him even more. And then after, like, I think it was 2017, 2018, we started seeing him take less dates and began taking less dates every year. And it's like, wow, like, you kind of see that impact. Like, he's come back obviously a few times, like, here and there, but you see that impact when he's gone. It's just not the same. And Taco agrees with me. So there you go.
Do you have anything more to add, or are you just talking? You're just taking the time to mute yourself from Taco. Okay, so I'm sure that we as wrestling fans have on more than one occasion made our John Cena thoughts absolutely clear. If you love him or hate him, you cannot possibly, with a straight face, say that he hasn't done a lot for the wrestling business. So the last couple of years, his stance on Vince has definitely made me, mad, furious about, the way things are. But for me, that doesn't erase his gift towards wrestling. So the moment John Cena started wrestling, I was on my wrestling hiatus. I stopped watching for 10 years. I feel that I've talked about this on numerous occasions. And so I knew who John Cena was. Everyone knew who John Cena was, even the people who weren't watching wrestling at the time. He was that guy. So on a certain day, I started, I was browsing through YouTube, and I saw a match that The Rock had like a long, long time ago. And I started, I was like, oh, let's, like, for the sake of old times, I'm going to watch this match, because like I haven't watched wrestling in 10 years, but like I'm going to put it on. And then I watched I don't even remember what the match was. And then on recommendations on your, on the right, I saw another Rock match, and I'm like, I'm going to watch that too. So I started watching Rock matches, and then with each and every first recommendation I get, I realize that he's about to have a match with John Cena on WrestleMania. So this was the Sunday of the WrestleMania. And I had no idea it was WrestleMania. So what I did was I pirated WrestleMania and I watched it live. So this was my first, meeting with John Cena officially. So this was their second match. It was WrestleMania 29. It was not good. It sucked. But the reason why it sucked for me at the time was because John Cena won and The Rock lost. And the last match that I saw before that was The Rock beating John Cena on WrestleMania 28 the year before, the once in a lifetime match and everything. And so this got me hooked back. Either you want to realize it or not, it was John Cena. The stupid thing is that this was the same WrestleMania that Fandango beat Chris Jericho.
Fandango.
Just so you know, this was the very same WrestleMania.
And that guy's retiring the same damn year.
And he's retiring the same year. I mean, it just goes to show you. So I started watching right after that, and John Cena was on the top of the world because he beat The Rock for his, for the WWE Championship. And then I quickly realized who John Cena was and what he stood for in wrestling and what he meant to that company. I immediately started hating John Cena. Just so I'm clear, I hated the guy. He looked like someone who's been force-fed to the fans while they didn't want that guy at all. They did not. CM Punk was around at the time also. I didn't like him too. But, hi. Everyone send in your super chats for the doggy. Or else Rob will get all the dogs in the picture frame. Yeah. So I immediately fell in love with AJ Lee. And that's about it. I saw Dolph Ziggler. I thought he was weird. But, at the top was John Cena. And this was around the time where when a lot of weird ass booking started happening. And this was a couple of years after that, the immense hate towards towards John Cena started. And I mean real hate for John Cena. Everyone was bullying him. A couple of people were cheering for John Cena and everything. But I did not like the guy. I did not like the guy.
When was it when you started liking him?
I will explain.
Okay.
So then AJ Styles came in. And for all I know, at the time, this was the best match I've ever seen. AJ Styles versus John Cena at Royal Rumble. And I want to make things perfectly clear because I'm not counting WrestleMania 17, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I never watched that live. I mean, I'm not counting it because I was really young then. I didn't understand what wrestling was and everything. But this was because the emotions during the WrestleMania 17 main event, The Rock and Stone Cold, this was an emotional experience. This match, AJ Styles and John Cena, was an exhibition for wrestling. It was a wrestling match. That was. And I was so fucking impressed because it felt like everything that I watched up until now was supposed to be wrestling, and this was the real wrestling. Again, I wasn't that into, the wrestling business as a whole. I wasn't watching New Japan. I wasn't watching nothing. I was watching nothing else besides WWE. And I know that there were amazing matches in WWE before that. I'm not stupid, but I just hadn't watched them at the time. So I immediately got a part of me starting respecting John Cena a lot. A lot. And then, exactly like you said, he started taking fewer and fewer dates and fewer dates and fewer dates. And things just started being really dull in wrestling. And that's how I realized, because at the moment John Cena came back, everything just started seeming a little bit more shiny, Everyone was more excited. The locker room was more excited. The fans were so excited about everything. And I'm like, okay, so this person brings out a lot of positive energy into anything. So I want to be perfectly clear when I state this, that I was never a fan of John Cena's in-ring style. It was never me, because I'm sure that a day will come when I look at his shoulder tackles as nostalgia, and I'm gonna miss them, but I'm not there yet. I mean, the way he does the STF, the way he does the 5-knuckle shuffle, is just, come on, just have a little bit of impact. So even that, you couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that John Cena wasn't the guy that brought up the best out of wrestlers that he was facing. And like, almost everyone started having their best outing in the ring with John Cena, because he brought that out of people. I'm not talking about promos, because he's, that guy, the guy with a microphone. He's, few people can hang with John Cena on the microphone. And then we get to the United States Open Challenge. So not only did he put the United States title on the line, he put it on the map. It's immediately started being one of the top titles, because everyone was looking forward to the Open Challenges. This was a wonderful way to put over NXT talent, and this was Black and Gold NXT. This was the wonderful golden era of NXT, and it was just starting right now. The awesome way in which Kevin Owens was presented to the main roster. He beat John Cena, stomped on the United States Championship, and put over the NXT Championship.
Yep.
I feel like when I think about NXT debuts on the main roster, Kevin Owens is right there, because they saw so much in Kevin Owens that they gave him John Cena, and John Cena lost against Kevin Owens. And this was I can still see it. I miss Kevin Owens so much. I'm so sorry that he's not present for John Cena's final run. It breaks my heart that he's not here.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got to see Sami Zayn also, and this was a huge part of the Open Challenges too. It's just, I know that we will forever and ever, it's like this last year of John Cena's life. It's kind of like a black cloud for me, because what we got was the most brilliantly executed heel turn. It was so good. And then it went all downhill from there. Nothing made sense. He didn't make sense. The Rock didn't make sense. The Rock just straight out left. And this is a huge fan of The Rock saying it. He helped nothing with this heel run, but the heel turn itself was chef's kiss. Do you remember the heel turn?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best heel turns, like best moments ever.
Yeah,
but just the storyline afterward, just
the storyline afterwards just kind of made it die.
And it was a wet fart.
Yeah, it was a wet. Thank you. I hate that phrase. It's icky.
Yeah.
But because that's what the heel run was. The heel run was the only thing I enjoyed out of the heel run was his CM Punk thing, because he brought back the Doctor of Thugonomics, Punk, and then John Cena did a pipe bomb. It's like, sure, but story-wise, it was just the weirdest thing, and the way that this Last Time Is Now tournament was, formed. Yeah. I love the people participating in the Last Time Is Now tournament, but for me, it was a bit lazy. The tournament was good. I mean, we saw such a wonderful outing for Carmelo Hayes. All of Gunther's matches were bangers.
Mhm.
And like this was a good thing. But like I still kind of feel it was kind of lazy because it's John Cena. We could have had a really, really wonderful thing with the last opponent that just decides to fucking murder the guy. And then John Cena says, You're the one I want to face, you know. But this would have meant that they had to, put some thought into stuff and, use their brains. And they're obviously not good at that. But I feel like they could have done this for John Cena because it's John Cena. So because I kind of want to stop talking a bit so I can, drink some water. SP3 asked me this, and this is really, wonderful. Do you have a favorite John Cena feud?
Okay, so we both would probably say the same. So I'm going to exclude AJ. But I always liked his feud with Kevin Owens. I always enjoyed that. They were good. They were always good together, and like it was so good between those two that remember when Cena came back and teamed with them that for that one night just so that he could wrestle in 2023 or 2024. Just
Yeah,
you
because
remember
he didn't
like
have a match, and he
yeah.
was it on the last SmackDown of the year?
Yeah, it was Sami
Yeah,
Zayn and Roman versus Kevin Owens and John Cena. Like obviously we knew that Kevin Owens wasn't going to join the bloodline or anything, but it was just the fact that they had so much like past
yeah.
history that I was like expecting. Like it wouldn't surprise me if he turned heel, like on Cena, because they just go back that far, and
Because
that's
it's
how that's
Kevin. Yeah.
yeah, that's like Randy Orton too. Like anytime Randy Orton's in a ring with somebody, I'm expecting a heel turn. It's just the way that's the way life goes.
Yeah, it's
So
wrestling.
yeah, and um, yeah, so I would say that, but so if we go back old school, like I shouldn't say old school, but if we go back towards like the beginning when he got like really popular, I would, I'd actually say this. His feud with Edge,
Yep, that's the
like
one.
back in the day, was probably my favorite. Now that I think about it, and I mean, that's the thing. He had so many good feuds. I mean, he had a good feud with Carlito for F's sakes. Like,
Oh my God, Carlito.
yeah, he had a good feud with Big Show. He had like his match with against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Like, I mean, he was so good. He had good feuds. I mean, sometimes they didn't last that long, but that was the thing. Like even Miro to an extent, Rusev. Like it got tiring because they rolled with it for so damn long. But I
It's
but
it was the tank.
yeah,
It was the tank.
Edge. But it would go to Edge. Like I would have to say Edge, and it it sucks that Edge couldn't be part of it.
Yeah.
This, by all means, but I mean,
Mhm.
it is what it is. But the other thing too is Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had a good one. I mean, I was at the. I'm not trying to like make this sound like, hey, I was there. Well, I guess I am, but I was at the beginning of their feud when John Cena and Bray Wyatt started their. Bray Wyatt cost John Cena the Elimination Chamber at 2014 at Target Center. He came in, like the lights went out. John Cena was, if my memory recalls correctly, he was probably going to win the way they made it look. Then all of a sudden, you got Bray Wyatt in the ring, and he hits Cena with the Sister Abigail, and boom, like they're off and running with that feud. And
Yeah.
but I mean,
It's
he's had some good ones.
oh yeah, he's like dude's been around for 25 years, of course. He's had, a bunch of good feuds, hopefully. Um I understand that the people usually put the Edge feud at number one because it's a major nostalgia thing for them.
Yeah.
It did went out for too long. This is exactly what Ryan said in the chat. It did went out for too long, but like it's people. If it's not recency bias, you're gonna go with the first ever one. I put CM Punk right there.
Yeah. Oh,
right
yeah.
up there,
I mean,
Punk.
shit. Yeah.
Kevin Owens, yes, of course, Kevin Owens will always be there, but like,
Well, you could even put the Miz up there as one of the like. They had a good feud. I mean,
sure, absolutely, man. But like, the AJ Styles thing, it was a wonderful feud because of the in-ring stuff that they had. With Punk, it was way back and forth because when you think about Punk and John Cena, you think the pipe bomb.
Yeah.
That's what you think. And this was a major thing in wrestling. So absolutely yes.
Yeah, I'm going to read this super chat because it's been here a while and I nearly forgot about it. Eric Reed, thank you, sir. He says, happy 4-year anniversary. Wait, Rob can't see me, and now I only see Maggie, whose voice is that. Cena return at the Rumble 2008 was awesome. One of my favorite moments.
A lot of people favorite moment.
Moments, for sure. Yeah. Like that, just that was a shock. Madison Square Garden, they went nuts.
Yeah.
And we have, speaking of,
hello,
John Cena. So, yeah, we have a guest, Sean Cena. Thank you, Sean, for joining us.
Cena.
It's a pleasure to make an appearance here. Although appearance is subjective, and ultimately, who cares?
I can see your reflection in the lamp, by the way.
Yeah, be careful with reflections. We know how that goes.
Perceptions, reflections, and what you see in the reflections are perhaps illusions of the eye. And illusions are going to do what illusions do. Your eyes will do what they do. Who am I to say that you see something that you don't see, or see something that originally can't be seen?
Are you doing the John Cena media tour right now?
Yeah, his interview with Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah.
You could say that I'm doing a media tour. You could say that I'm doing obligations. You could say that I'm doing interviews. You could say that I'm just having a good time. It's what I prefer to do. All I have is today and tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, I'll look back on things and maybe I'll decide to care, and maybe I won't care. Maybe I'll, you could call it a lot of things, but yes, I am doing the media tour.
I never thought in my life that I'll ever be bored of Chris Van Vliet interview, and I was with Cena. It's just.
You could say that it's a board. You could say that it's a piece of wood. You could say that it's a plank. You could say that it's a 2x4. You could say it's a lot of things.
Oh.
You could say that it's a chairman of the board. You could say that you're bored to death. Just that there are many different interpretations of the word board.
Okay, could we see your face finally, just so we get the bit? But like, can you?
Face.
He's been a face. He's not a heel anymore.
I just turned face. Although there were many people who really preferred the quote unquote heel version of myself. And you could argue, in a way, I was babyface all along. You could argue, based on your own personal perceptions and views of how the content is consumed, that I was a quote unquote heel for years. That is all for you as the viewer. Who am I to tell you what you see, what you don't see? All I can tell you is what you can't see, which is me, especially after Saturday night's main event on Peacock, because I'm retiring and I'm never wrestling again.
Sure, buddy.
All right. Wow.
No, I'm not wrestling Buddy Murphy. I'm not wrestling Buddy Wayne. I'm not wrestling Buddy the Elf. I'm not wrestling anyone.
Oh, God.
I'm not your buddy, friend.
Wow.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you for this. So seriously, can we see your face, or like, can you sit down?
Hey, it went over really well. No,
What
he's
the
gone.
fuck? No.
He gone.
Thanks,
that was a
boss.
good bit. Yeah, that was a hell of a bit. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
My friend guy.
By the way, Sean ranted about this exact, thing that Cena, with the media tour. He ranted on this week's The Hump. And he's absolutely right, because like, why would you do that? It's, again, I'm gonna say this. I've never watched or listened to a boring Chris Van Vliet interview. Never. And this was it. And I'm like, John Cena of all people, like, that's absolutely not what you want. So okay, we talked about Cena's feuds. But do you have a specific favorite moment that John Cena was a part of?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean,
You can
man,
say some if you can't pick one.
yeah, there's many. I really just can't pick one or even a few there, because there's just been so many good ones. I remember when the SummerSlam, I want to say it was 2000, maybe 11, 2012, and it could have even been before that, but when he got partners like Chris Jericho came down, Bret Hart, he brought out Daniel Bryan to be his partner to take on Nexus. That was one of my favorite moments. I love that. Just, you know what? I know what it is. It was the Money in the Bank, 2022, 23, whatever year that was. He came back during right after COVID, the first PLE after COVID. Remember Roman's in the ring?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I got goosebumps watching wrestling in a
jumped out of my seat for
long
that.
time.
Yeah.
Like, and that was just watching. Like, I mean, and I couldn't remember the last time that I had that moment. Because I mean, there's been plenty of times where like it's been like in person stuff that I've seen, and you get the goosebumps. But that was the first time like you that I remember getting it watching. You know, like it was just it was because it wasn't something that I was even expecting, and it was needed badly, because we know how bad the damn Thunderdome era was, you know, and the fact that they were going to be going back to it for. Well, no, that was over then, right? Or were they going? Yeah, it was over then, but it was just we just knew how bad it was, and the fact that something was missing, and Cena came back for that summer, and oh man, that was something. And then just I honestly, I put the heel turn up there as one of my favorite moments.
And that's absolutely fine, because the heel turn itself, not the heel run. I'm
yeah.
pretty
Oh
sure
no, the heel
got
the heel run's probably one of my worst favorites. Like,
yeah, we got that all covered. For me, it's because it's really hard to have a favorite John Cena moment where he was never my favorite. But I always go back to the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah.
Because that was a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
It was, because it's like my love for Bray Wyatt mixed in there, and like, I don't think anyone could have done better than John Cena. This was an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But for me personally, apart from the Firefly Funhouse, his willingness to put over Kevin Owens will forever be in my heart, because Kevin Owens is one of my favorites. I miss him so. I'm so sorry for repeating myself, but I just miss Kevin Owens so much.
Well, I don't know if you saw the news today about Kevin Owens. He's going to be one of the I don't know what do they call them, like judges or trainers or coaches on LFG season 3 with Natty.
I don't want that. I want him back.
No,
in
I know. I'm
Twitter,
just
not.
obviously I prefer him to be back in the ring and stuff, but I'll take him any way I can get. You know what I mean? Like I want him
Oh,
on my TV.
absolutely. Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, mentor. There you go, mentor. The mentor. But
How is his recovery going? Does anyone
that
know?
I don't know. I hope it's going well though, because I'm
See, we
like
could have
you.
asked Sean,
Yeah,
but
well,
like he wasn't on the show. We got
Sean
Sean
Cena.
Cena.
I tell you what, though. I mean, you think about it. We got Sean Cena. You know how many times we tried to have Wardlow show up, and we've got his stupid brother. I mean, that's something. I
And we
mean,
got
granted, his
Wardlow
brother.
back for 1 week, and then he got injured again.
Well, I'm talking about on this show. I mean, granted,
Yeah, I know.
that Rob Lowe is one hell of a. He's a good-looking guy. I know that much. But
He is good looking.
yeah.
But man, this wrestling year has been all over the place. Yeah. So I know we both have John Cena versus AJ Styles as our favorite John Cena match. And it's not even close for me. It's not even close. But we can.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rob Soul My Wealth is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'm sorry, Eric, sweetie. Roberta Flair.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Woo.
So it's safe to say, guys, that John Cena is absolutely our Cooper effect for this week. We don't need to play, the song and everything. John Cena is the Cooper effect because John Cena has absolutely made wrestling more special. It has made wrestling more enjoyable, whether you like him or not. I personally never liked the character, but he still made wrestling better. And I'm bummed out that he's leaving because at the end of the day, I'm bummed out because I don't think that he ever passed the torch to anyone. And I'm happy that they won't be a next John Cena, because I'm really getting tired of wrestling trying to get the second someone. The young like they've been trying to make the new Eddie Guerrero for years now, and I say give it up. Just let it go. Let's not do that.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
Let it go. Just let's not lean on nostalgia acts and focus on the now. Like, people can be inspired from other wrestlers. That's absolutely fine. But let's not put that burden on them and crown them the next John Cena, the next Eddie Guerrero, the next AJ Lee, for all I care. But that's great because both Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez have taken their love for AJ Lee, and they've morphed that into their own personal image. They've made it themselves, and this is way, way more different than being a copy paste act. But this isn't about AJ Lee, and it bums me out because it should always be about AJ Lee. But we can now focus on Saturday Night Main Event predictions, if you would like to.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's move on to that. We'll start off with this first match here. Bailey taking on Sol Ruca, who Sean just interviewed.
He
really
did.
Good interview. Yeah.
So I've been a huge fan of Sol Ruca ever since I saw her on NXT. She's been improving a lot. Her finisher, the Soul Snatcher, is gonna be probably the favorite future pop for the main audience for the show. It looks great. It's explosive and everyone loves it. This is a bit tied up with an NXT storyline, because Sol Ruca had a match this past week on NXT. and Zarya, her partner, which they've been having frictions of, a bit. So Zarya was in the audience watching the match, and then Sol Ruka won. Zarya wanted to go down and congratulate her, but then she decided not to. So they had a chat in the parking lot.
In that dangerous parking lot. One of the most dangerous places in the world, by the way.
In wrestling and in the world.
No, in the world.
Yes,
in the world.
Yes. So they said, "Well, friends fight. This is okay." And then Sol Ruka said to Zarya that she would like to have her in her corner ringside during her match against Bayley on this week's Saturday Night Main Event. So they've been dragging their feet with this. And they're going to break them up, Sol Ruka and Zarya, obviously. We still don't know who's turning heel.
It's Zarya.
Yeah, for now, it's kind of obvious it has to be Zarya because she's the logical option. Yeah. But let us not forget that this is WWE, and they kind of do things differently because they have that rule where before they call up someone from NXT to the main roster, they want to make sure that that person can be both face and heel in NXT, just so they can try them out, before they call them up.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see them choosing to turn Sol Ruka because of shenanigans in this very match. So it could obviously mean that Zarya desperately tries to help Sol Ruka, but ends up costing her the match, which leads to Sol Ruka being pissed off and actually her being the one to turn heel on Zarya.
Yeah.
This could definitely happen, but in my eyes, they should make the better choice and to turn Zarya heel because I mean, she was kind of made as a heel because she's a powerhouse. She, I mean, few people can relate to what Zarya is because she's a huge woman who can ragdoll any man she wants. Few people can relate. Yeah, sure. But what I want to watch is the long-term feud between Zarya and Jordynne Grace. I've been begging them for this because it's gonna be so good. And also I want for Jordynne Grace to do something meaningless in NXT. If she's gonna be on NXT, let's do something good with her.
You mean meaningful?
Yeah, did I say meaningless?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I meant meaningful. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I love Jordynne Grace. Please don't kill me.
Yeah, no, that's why I was I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, meaningful. Oh crap. Sorry. Yeah, so for both women's sake, I just wanted to see that happening. So what I think happens is Zarya costing Sol Ruka the match, whether it be on purpose or not. We don't know. So if it's on purpose, she can turn on Sol Ruka right there. Or if she didn't mean to, and she ends up again costing, because I picked Bayley to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she ends up costing her without meaning to cost her, they can still drag this out and, Zarya can get all defensive and end up, turning on Sol Ruka because of trust issues and everything. But absolutely, yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I could see them doing the classic Zarya helping Sol Ruka winning, Sol Ruka not wanting her help, and then type thing,
and then Sol Ruka doesn't realize that she won because of Zarya,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we have a promo about it on next week's NXT, and then everything falls apart.
Yeah.
They can do everything. Sol Ruka can win this match. I mean, it's probably a 50-50 thing because giving Sol Ruka a win against Bailey is a huge thing, but like Bailey is trying to fight for the tag championships right now with Lyra. So I kind of feel like she needs wins in order for her
Yeah.
to. But on the other hand, it's WWE and wins and losses don't matter. So like again, it's a 50-50 thing. But I'm still picking Bailey.
Yeah, I'm going Bailey as well.
Yeah.
So we will move on to our next match here. That is none other than our guys, AJ Lee, taking on Javon Evans and the Leon Slater of TNA.
What a wonderful full circle this is, because AJ Styles came back to TNA on this year's Slammiversary and gave Leon Slater his flowers after, winning the X Division Championship. He probably shit himself with happiness that he's about to face his childhood hero, and I'm sure that AJ Styles, it's an honor for him to face Leon Slater, and also Slater is so signing with WWE after his contract expires. It's a fucking sure thing. Leon and Javon, I feel like they're meant to be together forever, whether it be in a tag team or as opponents. I'm pissed off that their match ended up in was it a disqualification, outside interference? It was something. Yeah.
It was.
It was Dork State. Yeah.
Yeah, Dork State.
Yeah. So it's kind of a bummer, but we are gonna see a lot of matches for these two against or as a tag team. But this match it's probably gonna be a match of the night. I'm pretty sure. I have faith that it's gonna be a match of the night. And I'm not, because there are reports that the next year we're gonna see a lot of retirement tours.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles is probably gonna be one of these people. And you guys are not ready for Rob and me sobbing live on the air when that thing comes to fruition. I'm not ready for that. But Dragon Styles wins this match, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm going with AJ and Dragon as well. I think they're going to get the victory, and I'm excited to see I'm excited for this match, though, and yes, it can definitely steal the show. I think that's a given for sure, and I'm excited that more people are getting to see Javon Evans, and I think it's a great thing that more people are going to be able to see Leon Slater do his thing. So that's what we call a good shit pal.
I've loved Javon Evans on the main roster. He's had matches on SmackDown, on Raw. He was on AAA. He's on TNA. He's on NXT, and I've loved this. They're putting all their money into the Javon Evans basket, and that's a wonderful, wonderful decision.
Yep. Our next match is Obafemi making this is his main roster debut, right? Like as far as wrestling, yeah,
it is. Yes.
Taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, this match I was very curious about, but after we saw what Ricky Saints did to Javon this past Tuesday, I think it's safe to say that we will see Ricky Saints get involved in this match, unfortunately. That's my prediction. What do you think?
I think Drew McIntyre gets involved in this match.
Do you see... okay. Do you see both of them getting involved in this match? And
I
see?
don't care. I just want Obafemi to win. It's like,
Could you see it turning into a tag match?
no,
I don't, but
God no. So listen, I've been on the screen for 4 years, right? You guys get me? I'm not a hater of the person that's wrestling. I'm I'm supporting or booing the character that they've built for my enjoyment.
Mhm.
Fuck Cody. If Cody pins Obafemi, I would like for all of you to subscribe to Fightful Select, just so you can watch Alex Palowski have a mental breakdown.
I want you all to subscribe either way, but yeah.
Yes. But that meltdown is gonna be I'm gonna feel seen. Because when I watch Sour Graps for NXT, I see that I'm not the only one with such immense love for Obafemi. For me, Obafemi is the future for the main roster. I feel like he's already there. He's so fluent. And the character that he built for himself is everything. He's absolutely everything. Just strap a rocket on him and just let it fly. Put all your money on Obafemi, because I want him to retire Brock Lesnar. I will be absolutely okay if he retires everyone, but we're going to talk about retirement in our next match. But hopefully, I do not want to live in the world where I see with my own two eyes Cody Rhodes pinning Obafemi. I don't want that. Just don't, please. It's like, and SP3 said that Cody Rhodes is gonna surprise roll up win his way to the top. And I'm like, can you imagine Cody Rhodes schoolboy roll upping Obafemi? Because I don't know. We all saw Sasha Banks schoolboy roll up Nia Jax, and this was the most unbelievable thing that I've ever seen. Because come on, like, you can do a good pin. That's not that. No, please do not pin Obafemi with a schoolboy. Never do that. Because what's gonna happen is that Obafemi looks like a chump, and I do not want Obafemi to look like a chump ever. Matthew Hooks is a bit right. He should have retired Cena. When we were thinking about the John Cena retirement, I thought Dominic Mysterio, Obafemi, and Gunther. And then after the two weren't a thing, it was sure that it was going to be Gunther. So, yeah. I'm going to hate watch this match because I fucking know it's going to be a John Cena win. The Cody Rhodes win. I know. But it's Obafemi. I choose Obafemi. How does the schoolboy protect Oba?
Because it's a cheap move. That's why.
I understand, but it's a schoolboy, and how you're an Obafemi? You're huge. Like
I don't see it happening because he's so damn big, anyways. And
yeah, that's my question. How is a big deal? Like, I will never forget Wardlow getting pinned by CM Punk with a schoolboy. That's
what I could see happening is
still angry.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know if they'll do the hold the tights thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I think Drew McIntyre getting involved is the most likely, and that will get Oba pinning Rhodes.
Yeah.
Or a disqualification, which I don't want, but I think a disqualification is more likely, unfortunately.
Disqualification, yeah. I'm just saying, Drew McIntyre gets involved in this. There's either no one winning, or because like if this were AEW, I would say time runs out, time limit draw. That's what I
Yeah.
would say. But because it's not AEW, and they tend to do that when they have no idea who's going to win, I'd say Drew McIntyre gets involved. Again, Obafemi is the best. Obafemi should win.
Yep. So that, I think Cody wins, but I'd be perfectly okay with Oba winning. But I think Cody gets the victory here, because the disqualification is how I see it going down. So we move on to the main event of the evening, and that is none other than John Cena in his last match against the artist formerly known as Walter, aka Gunther. Gunther, the ring general.
This is kind of bittersweet. It's John Cena's last match. I'm going to enjoy every part of it. Unfortunately, John Cena's going to win.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, John Cena's going to win. It's Washington. It's almost certain. It's bittersweet because you guys know me by now. I'm a huge fan of Gunther. When he signed as Walter in NXT UK, I immediately knew what all the fuss was about, because he was the biggest thing on the indies in Europe, figuratively and literally. I cannot say
literally
none of those words.
I welcome to the club. I get tongue tied all the time.
Thank you. So Walter has been my favorite ever since he signed to WWE. He's a heel that backs all his shit up, and I always adore a heel like that, because I hate it when baby faces are so an underdog, and they do 5-star matches and they're so good, and all of a sudden they become heels and they get frightened from people and they start running away. And I'm like, well, that sucks. That's not what you used to do. I know you can take that person while you're running, but Gunther is a different thing. He's had his ups and downs on the main roster, but like his Intercontinental Championship run was the best thing ever. And it's a good dance partner for Cena.
Yeah.
As his final opponent. I'm gonna say the same thing that I said to SP3 2 hours ago. I know Cena's gonna win, but I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna keep the tradition alive, and I'm gonna pick John Cena, and I'm not gonna be right for one last time.
Okay. Well, I have Gunther winning, so
I'm sorry. I'm so stupid today. I was gonna say that I was gonna pick John Cena to lose, and he's gonna prove me wrong. Like, because I've never rooted for Cena ever. I feel like I've rooted for Cena for one match, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what that match was. And he's gonna make me eat my words for one last time. That's the tradition. Me putting my money on the other guy and John Cena fucking laughing in my face for one last time. Let's go.
Do you think anybody? Gunther. Okay, so we both have Gunther. So we picked, I think we agreed for the first time on everybody for the first time in forever, right?
It's a 4-match card.
Yeah, I know, but do you think anybody gets involved in the Cena match?
I hope not. I fucking hope not. Just, it's also the main event. Let's stop it with the shenanigans during the main event. Can we just, for one last time? I mean, I can see some important people coming out to
Yeah.
congratulate. I kind of want one of these people to be Kevin Owens. I really
Yeah.
want it to be Kevin Owens, but like we have no, I don't have any information about him like whatsoever. But I'm sad that I never got to see Carmelo Hayes versus John Cena. This was always a dream match for me, always, and I never got to see that.
Yeah, it's too bad. Like, I mean, it's I don't necessarily think anybody's going to get involved either, but I'm looking forward to this match a lot. You know, I'm curious. It's to see how it goes down. I hope they have enough time because we know how they did last time. Granted, not the last time, but when Goldberg was on, but they were actually on NBC, so they were cut for time. But I believe with them being on Peacock, they can run a bit late if they need to. So, but it's imperative to me that they not do what they did to Goldberg. And like I said, I don't think they will. It's just me being on the safe side saying that. I don't.
Was that the reason people thought that it was going to open up the show?
I see. That's what I don't know. That's what I don't know. I don't think so. I don't understand why. Like, and I didn't get to read any articles, so I don't know if it was something he requested or like what. But there's no way in hell WWE should have even considered it 1 minute.
Oh,
like no, man,
never.
you're the main event, dude. Like, sorry, man, this is a big show, and yeah, I just no, can't go that route. You gotta give the people what they want. In the words of your guy Excalibur.
Absolutely. And he did confirm on the Pat McAfee show that he was going to be the main event for Saturday night.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's definitely closing the show, and everyone give him the standing ovation and everything. And people are going to cry. I'm going to cry. And like, yeah, absolutely an end of an era.
Yep. End of an era. And very appreciative of everything he's done. Because, I mean, the one thing, too, that we didn't touch base about that I was going to talk about in the Cooper effect is everything he's done with the Make-A-Wish Foundation is
fucking absolutely. Yes.
Is absolutely outstanding, and that let alone, and we've done a Cooper effect on him because of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, because of what he's done. So very, very appreciative of what he's done for kids all around the world. So
I'm sure he's gonna keep doing those, right?
Oh yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah.
I would think so. But you know, eventually those will kind of run out though. Because so like, I mean, with him not wrestling, a lot of kids won't know him.
Yeah, but he's still gonna be in Hollywood. So
yeah, that's true. So Ricky Stanicki. Here's a question for you. What's your favorite John Cena movie that you've watched?
I haven't seen a lot of John Cena movies like whatsoever, because like you know me that I'm not a big movie fan. No, I'm not. Yeah, and like right now, off the top of my head, I can't even think of any John Cena movies.
Okay. I mean, you got
like I don't like I've never seen the what's he doing now with is it Marvel or DC?
DC. You have the Peacemaker. You have
Peacemaker. I've never seen an episode of the Peacemaker.
I mean, he's done a lot. Like, I think his first movie was The Marine, and then he did 12 Rounds, and then
I've never seen The Marine.
Yeah,
nope.
Yeah. Like they're for what they are, they're enjoyable. Like, I'm not saying they're going to be 12-time Oscar award-winning films, but for what they are, they're fun. You know, like and some are not good. I'll be the first one to say, but like I enjoyed.
Which movie was that he had a cameo dressed like a mermaid?
Barbie.
Oh, it was the Barbie movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought, yeah.
Barbie. Yep. Yeah. Like he had even though he got billed for it, like I mean, he got like he was in the credits and everything. His part in the movie Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler was absolutely hilarious. Um, he was great in Trainwreck too. I can't remember the actress's name. I think it's Amy something, Amy Schumer. Like his character in that was pretty good. In Blockers, Cock Blockers is what he was great. Like
Yeah, that's
that's the
his
thing.
Reese's favorite movie.
Yeah, there's so many good. Like he's done really well, and he's. I'm anxious to see what he does. We'll see. I mean, I think eventually they'll do that last Fast and the Furious movie. I don't know, but
Oh my
we shall
God.
see. Yeah,
With him and The Rock?
yeah. And like one thing I've always wanted, like, and somebody asked me if I could ask The Rock one question, I would say, would you ever make a movie like with wrestlers, just like the Expendables? That's what I would want.
Oh, fuck
That would,
yes.
yeah, you
Who
just get
who
wrestlers.
yeah,
Oh,
who's gonna be in that movie? Okay, The Rock,
oh,
John
yeah, Rock,
Cena,
Batista.
Batista.
Um, hell, you could do Roman
Stone
Reigns
Cold Steve,
now.
Stone Cold Steve Austin because he was in the
Stone,
first Expendables.
yeah,
So
Stone Cold. You could do like there's so many. Like you could do. Um, damn, like there's so many that you could do. It's Kurgan for F's sake. He's
you know a fucker out there is gonna say Joe
Kevin
Rogan.
Nash, Diesel. Kevin Nash. He's in your movie Magic Mike.
Stop saying that.
John Wick. He's in John Wick too. Like I mean, he only has a cameo in John Wick, but so
You can have Rob Van Dam in that movie too.
yeah, Rob Van Dam, the wrong side of town
Yeah.
for sure. Ronda Rousey. Man, there's so many you could do.
Oh, Roxanne Perez is gonna kill in a movie like that.
Becky Lynch too, right? She did
Yeah,
the
Becky Lynch is
Marine.
gonna. Mercedes Monet is gonna be really good. I mean, she was so good in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Becky. Becky. Oh yeah, I was thinking like, what else has she done other than that Marine movie? She did a couple episodes of Young Rock, I think. So
Young Rock, yeah, she did.
yeah,
She did Young Rock. You can have Seth Rollins there. Oh, Moxley.
yeah.
You could have
I
Moxley.
don't.
You realize that none of us said Roman Reigns.
I did. I said it.
You
I
did.
said Roman.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy that
Or
someone
you
did
could have
because I totally spaced him out.
Copeland, Adam Copeland. He's been doing some movie stuff lately, and he did TV shows. He did the Viking show, and
Did the Vikings, yeah.
yeah, and then he did that Percy Jackson movie, and he was in the last Highlander movie too. I think that
Yeah.
was the last one for a freaking minute. But yeah, and as and like Soupy says right there, you could go with Seth Rollins because why?
I'm the fucking beaver.
Well, Maggie, quickly, what did you think of Dynamite this past week?
Sweetie, the Babes of Wrath are your inaugural AEW Women's Champions.
Are you doing all right, Cameron?
Jesus,
Pretty well. He made you sneeze.
I'm so sorry. I so meant to hit the the mute button, but I didn't.
Oh, that
so
was
sorry,
worth it.
guys.
That was worth it.
Yes. Yeah. So the match was good. It's. I'm gonna see how this all plays out because I've always been at the belief that when you introduce a brand new title or brand new sets of titles, you put it on a heel because then you have the babyface chase after the heel, and you have a wonderful run with the first champion, and then you get two big moments. You get the first big moment of crowning your first ever champion, whoever that is. And then you have the baby faces chase it, and then the second biggest moment is the babyface dethroning the heel champion. So in both scenarios, a face would have won the match. Tony Storm and Mina, I never saw them as inaugural tag champions. But I'm so happy for Willow and Harley because, by the way, in both scenarios, you would have had an Australian champion, and that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm incredibly happy to see Willow with a championship again. I kind of never want her shoulders to be bare right now because, like, I've always seen her as, because I don't know if I can say she's an underdog because, like, she's such a powerhouse and everyone adores Willow, and she has that ability to be so fucking explosive and make everyone cheer for her. She's like, her character and her energy is so contagious every time, and I love everything that she's done with Harley. And don't get me started on her because, first of all, she's Rob's favorite. She's also best friends with us because she's, shout out to our friend Doc, who did a cameo for us. That was the sweetest thing ever. So it's like we saw how much Harley grew in front of our eyes, and like, how can you not reward that with a championship?
Yeah.
I'm
For
like, the match was cool. Her ascension was amazing, Harley. And I don't know, I hope they do something meaningful. And I know they want to, but like, it's not their decision to make. Hopefully we get to see more women's wrestling now on AEW because, like, we have a buttload of championships now. So it's the other thing that was mentioned by Soupy in the chat. Absolutely, Speedball versus Kyle Fletcher was a thing of beauty. It's one of the best televised matches for AEW this year because my memory sucks, and without checking, I can't remember the other ones. If you haven't watched this episode of Dynamite, please go out of your way and watching this match specifically. But Final Battle was this past week. Mercedes Moné lost her 13th championship. She lost it to Red Velvet, the Ring of Honor Pure. Was it? Wait, it's not the Pure. No, Diana Perazzo is the women's Ring of Honor Pure champion. She lost the Ring of Honor women's TV title, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
A wonderful match. I adored Red Velvet in it. Mercedes played it perfectly. I'm incredibly happy about everything that's happened. I cannot wait for World's End, actually.
Yeah, coming up.
Yes. Dynamite battle.
Yeah, something too, like, this is pretty cool that Major League Baseball, I know it's your favorite sport, they just tweeted this out. Cena wearing the different jerseys through the years, so that's pretty cool. They said, I can't read it because of the things blocking me here, but basically just he's worn plenty of Major League Baseball jerseys over the years, so they're just pretty much saying goodbye to him.
Yes.
And tonight on SmackDown, just a little preview for you. Tonight, they haven't really advertised any matches, or at least I haven't checked WWE.com the past 15 minutes, but they're pretty much going to be doing a lot of stuff for Cena tonight. like tribute videos and stuff like that from what I've seen. But before I forget, Maggie, next week we are going to be here on Thursday. Is that right?
We are gonna be on Thursday next week because I have a close friend's birthday on Friday, and I have to, I want to spend it with her, just so you know. Yeah, there's
I'll
also
be
gonna be
honest.
cheesecake, and I really want to eat cheesecake.
Oh, well, that makes sense. And I didn't even know you guys had birthdays in Bulgaria, so that's good.
Sadly, we do. So tonight on SmackDown, at least there should be Ilya Dragunov versus Tommaso Ciampa for the U.S. Championship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Because right now, when I click on the full SmackDown preview on WWE.com, it just goes right back to the main page. So I don't know if there's just a issue
Well,
with the page or.
It can be scrapped.
Yeah. You never know with the World Wrestling Federation, as they say. But Maggie, plug your shit.
Guys, you can follow me on Twitter, X, whatever, at Maggie_IK, and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Please leave a like on the video on your way out. After the video is done and Rob and I are long gone, sleeping probably, please leave a comment below the video. It helps us out with the awful YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to FightfulSelect. And please sponsor the Fightful Awards if you want. Get in touch with Kate, Sean, or the main Fightful account on X if you want to do that. Thank you so much for joining us.
Maggie, did I say a Star Wars joke last week? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. So I only have one this week.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the STD that a Jedi gets?
What?
Syphilis. Guys, you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on X. I'm also on Instagram at FightfulRob. And we want to say thank you again for joining us this wonderful week. That was our 4th year of coexisting. We appreciate you guys so much. We hope that if you indeed watch WWE Saturday Night's main event tomorrow, that you enjoy it. And we look forward to talking to you about it next Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern right here on Fightful Overbooked. Want to thank Sean Cena for joining us today. I know Maggie was a big fan of that.
Sure.
Hey, maybe Rob will show up next week. Who knows? But we shall see. But guys, want to say thank you very much. We will see you guys next week, Thursday, December 18th.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah, be there or be square.
And happy birthday to Corey tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Corey, tomorrow. So peace out, my friends. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to just go through the comments, make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend.
Lash Legend. Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Where we go. And then you said Tommaso
Ciampa versus Ilya.
Okay, I'll take it. That sounds like a damn good match when you think about it. But all right, guys, we will see you guys next week, and peace out. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can listen to many of our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platform or view them at youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked.